are back. Episode 18. We've been gone. We've been quarantined. We've been in our houses. So happy to be out now. Halfway out. The good brother Carl came through. How's this fucking quarantine been treating you? Like, how did you deal with that whole thing?
Definitely hectic. I feel like not too majorly, which is like, I mean, I took precautions, wore masks, gloves, whatnot. And in the beginning, like all my roommates did. We were kind of just like, yeah, like let's skate, but like just us. And then it was just like that for like the first like couple weeks, and then we're just like, fuck this, like let's go skate. And then, but like, I mean, skating wise, it's like a perfect time to skate.
That's what I was gonna say. It seems like getting like skating and filming like right now would be the best time ever. You've been hitting the streets a lot? You've been filming and getting stuff?
A lot, yeah. Just a bunch of fucking skating, a lot of filming.
Yeah.
Exhausting.
Sick. That's cool, man. And then like, do you even like believe in the coronavirus?
Yeah, I mean, I don't not believe it. It's just hard to believe it when you don't like see people like dying on the street.
Yeah.
Just, like, and they say it's so big, and like you don't like, and I don't hear like ambulances like freaking going off every 2 seconds. It's just like, and I don't like, if I don't like see it, it's just hard to believe. But like, I definitely believe in it. But
it's funny because the image that like people have of what's going on in New York right now is that that's what's happening. Like, they think that there's just like dead bodies like piled up on the streets, and like people are like, yo, you good? And I'm like, yeah, I'm good. I'm just sitting in the park like drinking a tall can. Like,
dude, so many always hit me up, so how's New York? And I'm like, fine. I mean, it's bad, I guess.
Yeah.
From the news. But for me, I'm like,
I definitely believe in it, but I think that like governments will flip things to push their own agendas, you know what I mean? Yeah. So they'll take something and see like, how can we twist this and tweak this to like manipulate it to profit off of it in some kind of way. But yeah, it's been a crazy time, man. It's been real for sure. I saw like, what was it the other day, or maybe like 2 days ago, you posted something where you like ollied off a roof and some dude like Venmo'd you like $100 or something?
Yeah, that was go skate day. It was like the last, like, it's just like we were just moving around a bunch, and then we just ended up at Washington, and then they were like lighting fireworks in Washington. Of course, we got kicked back, cops rolled up, and then we just went to the street, and then some dudes are just like, some kid just got on the roof, and he just wouldn't do it. And I'm just like, and I knew him, his name was Amir. So I'm like, yo, if I go up there, if I try, will you do it? Just to hype him up.
Yeah.
And then, I got up there, I'm like, oh shit, this guy. I was just like hesitant about it. But then someone just yelled, yeah, $100. I'm just like, word? I'm like, all right, sick. And then I like rolled off one, and then someone said 150. I'm like, oh shit. Yeah, I got like 170 from it. So
you did?
Like, yeah.
Holy
for like
shit.
Different, the dude gave me 100, and like other people gave me like 70.
And they just like Venmo'd it to you, like right on the spot?
No, he had 100 cash.
Oh, for real? Damn, that's a come up.
Yeah. Yeah, Moose was there. Moose and Sadiq were hyping me up. So
that's just pretty sick.
Shit. Yeah, I did it.
Shit. Skating for cash in these streets.
Right?
That's dope.
That was terrifying.
What I heard this story that like Mike Hernandez ran up on you and was like super psyched on you.
Dude,
you know who Mike Hernandez is? Like,
I didn't know. I was just like, it was really really random. I was with my homie Naquan, and we were skating this like manual block thing. This black block, it's like a mani pad. It's right by the courthouse. It's pretty legit spot, famous spot. And yeah, he just like some black guy in a Porsche just pulled up, and he was just like beaming us, and it was just us two there, and I'm just like, and I saw him the whole time, but I was just like, because he was by like where I was rolling in to do it, and I'm just like, dude, who's this dude just looking at me? And then like, I just kept trying, and then he finally got out the car, introduced himself. He's like, yeah, I'm really good friends with Carol and Smythe. And I was just like, oh, really? I'm like, oh. And I was like, yeah, skate for chocolate. He's like, yeah, I know. I'm like, oh shit, okay.
That's sick.
But no, he was super nice, super cool to meet him. He was like, and then he like hit up Smythe and like.
Yeah, I guess he was just like so psyched on you, and like, he hit up Sam and was like, "Oh, I love this kid." Like, like, oh,
that was real heartwarming. I'm like, this is like shit.
He's a firefighter. Yeah. Okay. So he's a firefighter, and so him and Peter Bisi, they used to skate for Zoo York, and then like after they weren't skating professionally anymore. They both became firefighters.
Wow, sick.
I think he just got. I have no idea, but from what I heard, like he's been a firefighter long enough where they get like this ridiculous amount of money. So that's why he's like whipping around in a Porsche. I think so.
Sounds good, sick.
But shout out to Mike Hernandez, he's a fucking legend.
Dude, he's sick.
Definitely a legend in the game.
Mm-hmm. That was super cool.
Sick. So you've lived in LA and now you're in New York. Well, where did you grow up exactly?
I was born and raised a little bit in Chicago, Illinois. I moved from Chicago when I was 9, 10 to LA. Me and my mom and my brother and my sister. My brother was going to college out there, so we all just like moved up, you know.
So you weren't even like skating yet?
You know, I didn't start skating until like high school.
Yeah.
So yeah, like going into high school. So like that 8th grade summer going into 9th grade, that's that summer I started skating. So yeah.
What was your life like in Chicago before you left? Like, were you living in the city or?
As far as I can remember, I know we moved like we lived in the city, and then but what I mostly remember is just like suburbs. Like we just had like a big house. Like the forest was like literally our backyard. See deers all the time.
That sounds dope.
It was kind of like a movie. Like now that I think back on it, I'm just like, it was just like when it like snowing every Christmas. It was just like seeing the white snow with the trees. It just looked crazy. It looked like a movie. Now I think back on it.
You're like, why didn't we stay here? Chicago is nice.
Yeah, it was cool. But no.
I've only been there once. We went on tour back in the days, like a Menace tour. And I was with like LeVar McBride and Marcus McBride and a bunch of guys. And like we were, after the demo, like we were walking to the store to like get 40s. And like some dudes like ran up on us and asked us what gang we were from. Because I always hear this shit about Chicago and gangs. And then I remember that it's funny because like 20 years ago, we actually got ran up on by dudes out there. Yeah. And we were with this kid, Edward, and he was like, nah, these dudes are cool. They're from Cali. They don't bang. That's like my only like real memory of Chicago.
Good one.
Yeah, so I need to go back. I heard it's a really dope city. I want to check it out.
So sick. Like I didn't start skating out there, so but like when I go visit my mom, like she lives there now. Yeah. And she lives like right in downtown, so like right down the street from like not down the street, but like good 15 minutes from Grant. I don't know, Grant, whatever, skate park. But been there, super cool, spots everywhere. Kind of has like Toronto vibe to it. Yeah, so similar buildings and whatnot. But it was so fun. I need to definitely skate out there and film and whatnot.
I heard your mom used to be like, or is a big party promoter out there. Yeah, she's still doing that.
She does it yearly now. Yeah, but like that was like now like. That's what I think about, like, when I, like, from being from Chicago, it was just, like, being, like, she's just, like, a superstar there.
Really?
Super, dude, it's
I gotta look into it, like.
It's crazy. Like, me growing up in Chicago was just mainly filled with, we call them old school picnics, so big, like, house music, old school picnic gatherings at parks, like, huge parks, tents everywhere, DJs, like, promoters, just playing music, vibing, having a great time, and just, like, me just being that little kid, just, like, seeing all these people that know my mom. So I'm just like, and they're just like coming to me. I'm just like, I have no idea who they are, obviously. So I'm just like, yeah, hi. Just meeting a lot of people and just like being around house music, just like 24/7 and just like,
oh shit.
Yeah, it's kind of like deeply engraved in me. So
that's funny because that was my next question. I was gonna ask you like if that influenced your upbringing at all.
Dude, for sure.
You must have been around like a lot of nightlife and parties and you know.
And just like going to her parties and just like helping her out and just like seeing all her friends and whatnot. But
what does your mom have, like a promoter name or what? I wanna look into.
Back in the day they called her Disco Tony. I don't know if they still call her that anymore, but
she on the gram.
She is on the gram, but you know she's my mom. She's not very good at it. I was like, Mom, you should make your Instagram private. She's like, no, I'm a promoter. I'm like, oh yeah, okay.
You're like, yeah, you're right.
Do your thing.
That's crazy.
No,
man.
She's pretty cool. She's great.
That's dope. And so like she's still doing it like once a year, you said?
Yeah, yearly now. Just like people buy tickets to come and just like.
Is it still called house music now or is it EDM?
No, definitely not EDM. Maybe in like LA or something, but like, yeah, whenever I say house music in LA, people are just like, what? And they play it, I'm just like, what the fuck is this? I'm like, this is not house music. And they're just like, yeah, it is.
I think EDM is like, some weird shit they play like in Las Vegas or something.
Yeah, sounds about right.
Yeah. So how did you get into skating then?
I think I had me and my friend, like we would just chill after school and then
In LA.
LA. And Santa Clarita. That's where I like kind of like moved to when I moved to
That's
LA.
by the amusement park, right?
Yeah, Six Flags, Magic Mountain. Yeah, not too far, same city. No, I just saw my neighbor skating, and then I'm just like, definitely had like size 36 wheels. I'm just like, dude, that just looks like the coolest thing in the world. And I was just like, I don't know, it was like whatever. I don't really like fucking like beg my mom for like a board or anything, but I just like watched him like skate. Like I think just watching him just skate every day, and like he would just come down and like show us how to like kick flip and pop shove. And I'm like, okay, now I want to do this shit.
Yeah.
And then I think my mom just got me like oh no, my neighbor he moved and he gave me his board.
Okay.
And yeah, that was my
How old were you at this point?
I was 13, 14. So yeah.
How long did it take you to learn how to kickflip?
Oh shit. I think it took me like that whole summer to learn that kickflip. That was like the hardest. Like I could not do it for shit.
It's crazy. That shit took me like over a year, almost a year.
Yeah, I feel like the same for me. Like I could not do it. I was doing like pop shoves and like trying to manual, and then the kickflip was just like not working for me.
There's something weird with skating though, because once you get that like kickflip down, and then it clicks. There's something in your brain.
That's kind of what happened.
Like,
yeah.
Oh shit! Now I know how to do this. And then next thing you know, you just start like learning.
Exactly.
It.
Yeah.
It's crazy. But that first initial like kickflip is just, I don't know. For me, it was super hard.
Oh yeah, for sure, definitely, I feel that.
Yes. Did you ever get the whole like black kids shouldn't be skating speech from anybody?
No.
No. No. Maybe that's not a thing anymore. Back in the 90s, everybody used to say that.
No.
Really?
No. No, I've never heard that at least. I just like grew up with a bunch of Mexicans and like my best friend like was Mexican. We just like fed off each other. Like he learned heel flips and he learned kick flips in there. Like I did heel flip before kick flip.
Yeah, for some people that's like easier.
Yeah. So we would just like feed off each other and then but no, I've never heard that saying before.
Yeah, in the 90s people, I guess maybe the new generation is a little more open-minded, but back in the days people used to say that a lot. But that's good, actually. That's a good thing.
Yeah, that's great. I'm glad, That's cool.
I talked to some kid, I met this kid from South Africa, and he told me that people over there even told him the same thing. Jeez. And like, I know a Moroccan kid from Barcelona, he told me that his Moroccan homies would be like, nah, you shouldn't be skating. That's for like Westerners, like Occidental.
Yeah.
So it's weird. So maybe that stigma is dying nowadays.
Yeah, I would think so.
Yeah.
I would hope so.
Yeah, back in the days, it used to be like this weird kind of thing that people used to say. But yeah,
that's weird.
I'm glad to hear that.
Me too.
So you still have, like you said, you still have family in Chicago. You go out there sometimes, and
yeah, my mom lives out there, and like, all the family, her family, my family.
You keep up with like the skate scene out there at all?
Not really, no. Cause I know more about it now because I would like go visit my mom more recently, and like I went to like Uprise and met like I forgot his name. Jeez, but his Instagram name is Cool Mellow.
Not Chaz Ortiz?
No, not Chaz Ortiz. I did like watching him skate. I'm like, oh, he's from Chicago. This shit's lit. I'm like, yeah, I'm from Chicago. It's like
Kumolio.
Yeah. I forgot his name. I feel like
I don't know his name. I've never met him in real life, but he's like
super
this
cool.
big Instagram.
Yeah, he's super cool. I think he like helps run Uprise, and we went there. I went there with my mom, and he was super cool. Looked it up, showed some love. So
yeah, I was curious about like who's coming up out there, or like if there's like a.
Yeah, I have no idea.
Yeah.
Nick J. Williams.
Okay.
That kid's sick.
Word.
He just got a welcome to the team video not too long ago. Not recently, but not too long ago. He's really cool. Yeah, he just gets a lot of Chicago spots.
So how did you get on chocolate initially? Like, how did that whole thing go down?
All right, so I would skate Santa Clarita skate park all the time, and like a bunch of OGs, Eldridge from there, and then like I met Sagan Lockhart, and yeah, he was pretty much that during that time. He was like Odd Future thing, like Tyler Creator, and like
he was like running their store or something like that, right?
Or I'm not
sure. He
sure.
worked for them.
Or yeah, I think he worked there, but he was like really good friends with them. He would do a lot of skits with them and whatnot. But I met him, and then like I guess he just took a liking to me or something like that, and then he sent my footage to Daniel Wheatley, who was the Lakai team manager at the time, and then he just started sending me boards. He's like, yeah, I was like, I fuck with you, you know, you're cool. Get you a couple boards, get you in the van, see how everything goes, and and then ever since then I started talking to John Morello, which is the
man.
Yeah, he's sick. I love him. Tall as fuck. I'm like, holy shit, how do you film it? You're just like, I'm like, that's crazy.
Dude's huge.
Yeah, he's huge. But
was it like a long process, or because like they say girl and chocolate's like notorious for like
I hear that.
Like wait around for like
I feel like I didn't pay too much attention to that because I was just like, I can't buy boards. Like I can't afford to buy boards anymore. So I'm just like,
you're like, I get free boards, I'm gonna skate, and whatever happens.
Say was just like, yeah, like just get the boards, bro. And he's like, I'm like, okay, fine, perfect. I need boards. Like I didn't really think too much about it. Like I was just like, all right, I'm down. And then after that I started filming with them a lot more. Started sending them a lot of footage, and then Were you on? Did you get on the team while you were still living in LA, or? No. I lived here at that point.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I think Smythe just called me one day. And I was just like kind of freaking out. I'm like,
he's like, what's up, dude?
He's like, Sam's like, Smythe just doesn't call you. You've never called me before. So I was just like looking at my phone. I'm just like, oh shit. And I screenshotted it. Just fanning out really quick. And I just answered it. He was like, yeah, all the dudes are stoked on, and you want to try to shoot an ad, and gave me just like, shoot this ad by this date. I'm just like, word, got you. And then,
sick.
Yeah, we got an ad.
That's dope, man. How does it feel to like ride for such a brand that has such a legacy behind it?
Dude,
like
it feels
20
insane.
years in the game, like it's crazy.
Dude, it feels so crazy. Like words can't really describe like how like I feel. I don't want to say selective, but maybe that is the right word. Selective, like they are and who they choose, and it just feels like such an honor just to be like skating with those dudes and just like being part of their history. Like it means so much more. Like it means so much more to me now that I'm older and like understand it. And then it's just so crazy. I'm just like, I'm so stoked on it.
Respect.
Yeah.
And so who the new guys on Chocolate are you, Caps, and Hakeem?
Hakeem,
Ducksworth? Okay, dope. Yeah. You guys all know each other pretty well? And you guys?
Yeah, more of that. Yeah, I had met Caps mainly just by just skating with all the, they all like, at that point they all like lived together, like at the La Crib. That's what they called it in LA.
Oh yeah.
It's Lakai Crib, and then we just like met him through skating and filming a bunch. Hakeem was not too far. He was always like hanging out with mutual friends and whatnot. So I knew of him. I didn't know him personally, but until like we started, going on a trip together.
The La Crib, does the La Crib still exist?
It does not exist anymore. My last visit to LA, I was shocked. I was like, what?
Really?
It's gone?
Where was the La Crib at?
It was in Wilshire.
Okay.
Where's that? Koreatown? I don't know.
Somewhere over there.
Yeah, it was just over there. That was the meetup spot. Like, they were just, like, I would drive from Santa Clarita, and I would just meet there. Everyone would meet there, so it was cool. But yeah, that's gone. You got some legendary guys on the team that kind of passed away, unfortunately, like Keenan and Gabriel. So it's dope that you guys are now the new generation representing. I'm hyped on it. Holding it down and continuing the legacy. And even from back in the days, like Shamil Randall and Ben Sanchez and all these dudes from like my generation or whatever. But that's dope, man. And I'm super psyched for you guys and for Chocolate as well. Just to see it keep going. It's 20 years in the game is like crazy. Yeah. For a skateboard company. I mean, I rode for Menace and like that was only around for like 2 years or something. Like that. A lot of companies like, it seems like they're around for a while, but it's really just a flash in the pan. So that's crazy. How did I wanted to ask you about Hakeem because he's from Compton, right? Yeah. How did he get so good at like ramps and stuff? Because I don't know. I seen him in the T.O.N.Y video. He did that blunt fakie on that huge quarter pipe. That shit was crazy. I was like, yo, where did he learn that at? There's got skate parks over there? Yeah, dude. I feel like he just tries like whatever he wants, and it's just like then goes big, and then just does it, and he's just like, I feel like anything he really does is just like it works out for him, and he's just like super like consistent with that. I'm like, wow, you're crazy. I would never do that. No, but yeah, he's killing it. That's sick, man. He's crazy. That looked like a fun tour, also. Super fun. Yeah. That was like my first like legit trip on something. So it was just like so crazy, so fun, good times for sure. That was your first chocolate trip? Not my first chocolate trip, but like trip like going like flying, getting on a plane and going somewhere. So like I went to like we went to I think my first job, we went to Vegas. So like Kenny lives out there, and we just met up with Kenny.
Is he like showing you guys around and stuff?
Yep, showing us the best vegan spots.
Really?
He's vegan.
Are you vegan?
No, I'm not vegan. Oh. Well, I tried to be after that trip, but it didn't work out.
But a hard one. It's a tough one.
It's so fucking hard. I'm just like starving myself. I'm just like, well, yeah, I can't do this. Sorry, Kenny.
It requires a lot of discipline, that's for sure.
Yeah, and I didn't have, and I was, young, and I'm still young, but I was just like, yeah, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna just go to the grocery store, and just like, no, it didn't work out.
You gotta really be passionate about like whatever the reason is why if it's for the animals or the environment.
Yeah, and I realized that. I'm like, that makes sense. So it's like,
yeah,
I'm all for the animals.
I see Hakeem's really vocal about like a lot of things that are going on right now in skateboarding and in the world, actually, like with all the racial unrest that we have right now. He seems to have like a really good point of view of things, and like kind of is very what's the word I'm looking for? Like he has his own opinions and is not following what the trends of whatever's hot at the moment. He feels the way he feels, and he's putting it out there, and it's not dictated by like what he's being told by like the media or whatever.
Yeah, for sure.
So that seems pretty cool. It's cool to see young people out there. Kind of.
Yeah, that's definitely how he is.
Yeah.
Just after like skating with him the first time, and he's very like driven on what he knows and how he feels, and he's very comfortable in his skin, and that's good because it like put me in a perspective, because I'm from Santa Clarita. Like I grew up with a bunch of white people in Mexico. It's not a lot of black people. So like skating with him, like as he's from Compton, I was just like, oh shit, like he really puts like perspective on like me being black or being a black skateboarder, and I'm just like, and like I never got like judged for being a black skater where I live. It was just like we were all good friends, family, whatever. But like seeing that and just like seeing him and how he correlates with everything, and that's kind of how that's like transitioned. That really stuck with me. So that's kind of like why I moved to New York at the same time as well. It's just to like get the feeling, just being around more black skaters and just like seeing how it is, and just like I've been coming here since I was a little kid, so it was like a dream of mine to live here for sure.
Yeah.
So just to get the best of both worlds.
Yeah. That's great, man. That's interesting. How do you feel about all the like apologizing that's going on right now in skateboarding?
Well, yeah.
There's a lot of apologies getting thrown around.
Definitely is. And I'm all for it. I'm like, do your thing. I'm just like, but like, if you're like, I get why they take it so like to heart so like deeply, and like maybe like what you said was wrong or what you did was wrong, but like if you just know that person and you generally like know they're like a decent, great human being, like. Yeah. So I'm just like, everyone says some stupid shit. Like, I've said stupid shit. Like, I feel like everyone's been there at that point. Yeah.
It seems like some people are just overthinking everything. Yeah. And just kind of like, I don't know. I guess that's it. Just overthinking it and just thinking that it's going to be like coming back to haunt them. Yeah. Or it's like just on their conscience. Yeah. It's just going to like, the Reaper's like above you, and he's like, I know you did that. Like, no, I didn't forget. I'm like, nah. I didn't even know about the whole like Naquan with all those like anti-hero guys, or that stuff was pretty crazy. I didn't hear about that. I don't know. It's like Tony Morana or something like that. How you say his name? Moriana? I don't know. They called him, he was like straight up blatantly calling him like the N-word and like. Okay. Yeah. I have no. Yeah. Was that what he posted on his story, or like that really long video it's talking about? Or I think so, yeah. I think it was at the like Skater of the Year party or something like that. Okay. Yeah, I didn't even hear about that. Yeah. Somebody like sent me this one Instagram page. It's like Professional Skate News or something like that. And they just post all the like, I don't follow them, but I just kind of like checked it out and was like, damn, there's a lot of like crazy shit on here. But I didn't even know about it. Yeah, I try to not be on Instagram too much. Yeah, so. I should try that too. Do you feel like there is racism in skateboarding? I mean, I'm sure there is. Very little of it, I want to say, because it's just like, how can you be racist when it's such a like a worldwide? Exactly. Yeah, it's just like, I don't know. So I feel like I don't want to say there isn't, but I want to say there's very little of it. I would say there's very little.
Yeah.
I would think.
And like maybe I hear like from like my roommates, I talk about it. Like one of my roommates are from Atlanta, and like I hear like some shit from like white-owned skate shops out there, and it's like, and I can see that just because, you know, I feel like that's where like a lot of, you know,
that kind of mentality is a little more prevalent down there.
Exactly.
Yeah. What about sexism? Do you think there's sexism in skateboarding?
Oh, for sure. Unfortunately, yeah, definitely. And that shit's stupid, but
yeah,
I love girl skating. That's amazing. I love that shit.
I support it 100%. I'm 42 now. I've been skating for like, I don't know, maybe 25 years. I can say that I haven't really experienced many any situations where anybody's ever felt bad about female skaters. But with that being said, like I still believe that it exists. You know?
Yeah.
It's like maybe I've never seen it, but I don't know how women skaters feel, or like, you know. So it's like if I can't tell them what they feel. You know, I haven't seen it, but I also can't tell them what they feel. So
I get that.
I'm sure it does exist, and I remember like Nija said some stupid shit once, but that was the only thing
I remember. Yeah, I think I remember hearing about
that. Was the only thing I can really like think about.
Yeah, that shit's kind of crazy. They have just as much of a place here as we do. So.
Of course. How do you feel about all the protests that have been going on? Have you been going to any protests?
Yeah, I've been to one, and I see a bunch, like, and I just like sit and watch, and just like, they're peaceful. Like I feel like the social media is like really like promoting like how violent they are, and I'm not saying they aren't. They like, some of them are like really like fucked up, but like I feel like everything's kind of cooled down, and then it's just like seeing just like, they're peaceful. Seeing a lot of white people in them, which is like that means something.
I think that's part of why this movement, or what's going on right now, is bigger than ever, because so many people are joining in.
Exactly. Yeah.
I think. But it's funny, like you said, because the protest, like this much of the protest is peaceful, and then this much is violent, and this is what's shown on the news.
Yeah.
You know, and not only on top of that, they're like, you got dudes dropping off bricks at like.
And then fire.
You're like, hey, here's some bricks, guys. Like, so I don't know. It's kind of weird. The crazy thing for me is in LA, like, they just let people like loot. The cops just stood there and watched. So they like let them loot, and then they film it, and then they put it on the news, and then after that, then they come and like break everything up.
Yeah.
You know. So I guess it's just a way to portray the protesters as, I don't know, aggressive people.
Yeah, definitely.
I don't know, man. How do you feel about the looting?
Shit. I mean, I guess it's wrong morally.
Yeah.
I mean, I honestly,
Maybe
I don't know.
Thought too much about it.
Yeah, I really haven't. I'm like, I guess you shouldn't do that. Right?
I mean, I wouldn't do it, but I understand why people do it. It's like we live in a society that it promotes extreme capitalism, and with a bunch of disenfranchised people, and then as soon as, what do you think's gonna happen once the shit hits the fan? Like, those people are gonna go out there and try to take what's thrown in their face every day, you know? So I think that's...
Yeah, and I just like, I feel like I hear like a lot of perspective, like different people's perspectives on the situation. It's just like, we're just taking back what they took from us, or just like a bunch of like, you know, theories on that. And it's like, I'm like, so I feel like that just left me with just like, I don't know if it's right or wrong. I mean, like, I feel like it would wrong. I wouldn't do it personally, just because like, I don't care.
I wouldn't do it because I care about my own safety as well.
Yeah.
So I just don't think it's a safe place to be in for yourself. But I don't know. But have you experienced a lot of racism outside of skateboarding?
Yeah, for sure. Like going to high school, because like, or just going to school in general in LA, and especially Santa Clarita, because there's like not a lot of black people out there, and just like dealing, like when I first like started going to elementary school, you know, there's like a lot of Mexican kids would just make fun of my hair and just like pick on me for sure. Like I was for sure bullied, like a lot. But like I was just like never that person just to like I'm just like gonna fight you back, bro. Like that's how my mom raised you. Like if you push me, I'm gonna punch you. Like
I mean, that's the way I grew up. That's what you're supposed to do to bullies, you know?
Exactly. Yeah.
You're like,
But
and then once you punch them in the face, then they don't bully you anymore.
Yep.
Not that I like did it all the time, but because you're like, fuck, I gotta punch this kid, man. He won't leave me alone.
Yeah, and I never went home to my mom just like nah, I didn't get bullied. And it's just like, I don't know, I just kind of just like dealt with it. But I feel like as I got older, it's just like it kind of more relevant to me, and like because people just like be low key racist to you, and it's like no, I see what you just did there. It's like I don't like it's fucked. It's like, but I feel like just because I pretty much grew up in California, so I was just like I didn't know how to like react to it. Like people would say some shit, and I'm just like, okay.
Yeah.
Like I'm just like I don't know, I didn't know what to say or didn't know what to do or like how to react to it or just like so I'm just like let it go.
Yeah, I mean that's the best thing that you should do. I mean when people get a reaction out of you, that's what they want.
Yeah.
You know, and that just can build into a situation that's not necessarily like a good one.
Exactly. Yeah.
I think the most aggressive or overt racism I've experienced is like every summer we used to drive up to Vancouver because there used to be a contest there. Okay. But when you go to like when you get near like the Oregon border in California, it's this like really weird area, and they call it like the Bible Belt of the West. So it's like, so it's like this little weird like mountainous area where they have all these like rednecks. Yeah. So we used to drive through there going up to Vancouver, and then like so one time, that's the only place where I've ever been called like the N-word, just like with the hard R, you know, and I was just like standing on the street, and like we were in Medford, Oregon, and somebody just drove by and like threw it out there. And then because when those things happen, you're like, wait, did that just happen?
Yeah. Yeah.
And then another time we were like driving back, and we were like by Mount Shasta, and we stopped for breakfast, and the owner of the this was crazy. I had dreads at the time, and the owner of the restaurant was like, damn, I heard of bad hair days, but you got the worst hair I've ever seen. And he's like saying this in front of like all the people in the restaurant. Yeah. And it was I just like didn't know what to do. And he like started throwing like donut holes at me and shit. It was fucking crazy, dude.
Yeah, what?
Yeah, so then I was with like Brad Johnson and a bunch of other dudes, and then we just like ate our food and got the fuck out of there. But it's weird, like I mean, that shit could happen anywhere in America, you know.
And I feel like just me getting older and experiencing it just makes I get more angry about it. Yeah. And then I just like, there hasn't been times where I've been like hostile, but I've been like vocally like I'm like I'll talk back now. Like I'm not that little kid that won't say shit anymore. Like just don't come at me like that. And it's just like, which usually doesn't happen, so which is good. But I mean, it's just like picking and choosing your battles. You're like, okay, should I say something, or I'm gonna let this one this one looks a little. And it's just and like getting this like a lot of my friends out here are gonna say something like, oh yeah, and they're always like. I mean, they'll fight. I've been to a lot
of the protests. Like people are not afraid. I personally couldn't scream in a cop's face because I just feel like it's just not my character, and like if something bad is gonna happen. Yeah. But people are just like, yo, suck my dick, you motherfucker. Yeah. You see the cop's jaw like clenching. Yeah. Like, you know. Yep. Those
are like the group of people like my friends, and I'm just like, wow, okay. Yeah. And like I feel like I'm a very loving person. Like I'm not gonna like.
You seem
yell.
like you are.
Yeah, I'm just like I don't like yelling or I have no reason to yell. It's like I try to be friends with everyone, so I was just like, okay. But there's times where it's like I kind of just like, I'm like,
of course,
but everyone has that. I feel like.
I know, like with everything that's going on, and we're not gonna get into like so deep into this stuff, but like with all the system is basically designed for poor people and people of color to fail, basically, right? Yeah. And so, like, we know that the traps are out there, but I also do think that knowing that the traps are there, there's a certain level of responsibility that people have to take for their own actions. And like, every day when you wake up, you have to say, okay, how am I gonna go about this day and like maneuver through these obstacles, you know? Because like the reality of the situation is like the oppressors don't stop oppressing you, and they're not going to help you, you know? Yeah. So it's like, I think that more people have to kind of just, you know, not wait for them to help us, and we have to help ourselves, basically.
Yeah, exactly.
That's what I think.
No, I completely agree.
Hopefully we're moving in that right direction. You know?
Feels like we are a little bit. I can feel it.
I definitely feel that there's a change going on right now that I've never seen since I've been alive. So, I mean, maybe in the 60s that was going on, but yeah, we'll see. I also think like American culture is just extremely violent in itself.
For sure.
So it's like that's something else that that people don't talk about. Is just we just live in a culture of violence. Where like everybody, that's how we deal with conflict resolution and like how we, you know, is. So it's like if it's not police, it's these people fighting against you people. You know. So it's crazy, man. It's crazy, but I don't know.
It's real, man.
Yeah. So on a lighter note, so. I read something. You moved to New York and you didn't have because you didn't like driving or something like that, or you didn't have a car, or you didn't want to drive.
Well, I mean, so I worked at a car rental when I lived in LA, and I was working full time. So I would just like pick up people, drop them off at like it was at Hertz. I worked at Hertz, pick up customers, drop them back off at Hertz, and I'm just driving.
Like it?
Huh? Yeah, it was sick. Yeah. I loved it. Yeah, I worked at like my really good friend. And our manager was super cool. He liked skateboarding. It was sick. He's like, I was like, I need to go on this trip. He's like, go. He was super cool. He gave me all the hours I wanted. Like, he would let me. Wait, I shouldn't take. I was gonna say something. I mean, I guess I guess. No, I just.
You don't want to throw him under the bus.
No, yeah, I don't want to. Yeah, I'm definitely not gonna say that. But no, he was super cool. He hooked it up with some cars, you know, because I didn't have a car at that time. Or I did.
Ooh, and living in Santa Clarita with no car, that's out there too.
Yeah, and that's the reason why I moved. I'm just I had like 4 cars, so there was really no excuse why I didn't have a car. I would always sell my cars for some reason. Yeah, stupid. But then I started
flipping them. Like, I want a new one.
Yeah, I don't know what I was doing, to be honest. Yeah. But and then I just didn't have a car at that point, so I was just like renting cars from Hertz, like stupid cheap, but like still, I was just like. I was in this like little repetitive cycle of me just working I would get to work at like 5 a.m. And then I would leave around like 3 or like later. We closed at 6 every day, so maybe I stayed till 6. Like, and I didn't have to, but I'm just like, I'm not doing shit. Like, I don't go to school. Like, I graduated, don't go to school. I'm not doing, like, my mom moved back to Chicago at that point, so I was like living by myself. And I was just like working, driving a lot, and just like renting cars and just like spending money on nothing. And just going to skate park every single day. You
didn't want to, were you ever thinking about going to college or anything, or?
No, I wanted to. That was always like a big dream of mine when I was like little, and like, but like I always wanted to go to like Harvard University and whatnot. It's not too late, but you know,
I mean, it's not, to be honest.
But no, I feel like just skateboarding just kind of just like took over my life as soon as I started skating as soon as I got into high school. So that kind of was like my grades were like, So I was just like skate, because every day I would take the bus to the skate park every single day. And I was just like, my focus went all of that.
At least you graduated.
Yeah, my mom was like, you're fucking graduating.
Like Carol dropped out in the 7th grade.
Oh shit! That was my mom's rule. She's like, I don't care what you do, you're graduating. And I'm like, okay. And then I'm like, I graduated for her, you know. I mean, I feel like I should have anyway. So you know.
That's what's up. Yeah, when I read that you wanted to move to New York about driving, I could relate to that. I lived in LA for like 5 years with like no car.
Yeah.
When I was just like coming up and trying to skate and shit. And I remember it being like a little frustrating and like
so hectic. It can be like, so hectic.
How can I do? It was like I can't do. I don't know. It was just like
and like
without that one thing, you can't. It limits you so much of like what you're capable of doing.
Yeah. Just meeting up to go film, just like, and I couldn't do it. And I'm just like, or I just didn't want to. I'm just like, because you know, like. I feel like everyone like lives in Long Beach for some reason. That's Santa Clarita. I live in Santa Clarita. That's almost a 2-hour drive.
So far away from each other.
Dude, I don't want to drive over there.
Yeah.
Like, and that just, you know, made my hate for Long Beach for no reason. Just like I hate Long Beach. But
When I lived there, Carol would pick me up every day. He had a gold Cadillac Escalade with 20-inch rims, so he would pick me up with TVs in it. And we'd go skate. It was like the routine every day for like a good like 3 or 4 years at least.
That's too good.
Yeah,
that's so sick.
And if I would miss the Carol train, then SJ Scott Johnson would come pick me up.
Sick.
Yeah, it was pretty dope, but after a while I was like, this can't last forever. So.
Yeah. No good things do.
Yeah, man. Sick. So now you're out here. Where are you living in New York?
Bushwick, or Bed-Stuy, Bushwick area. Pretty cool, right off Broadway. So super sick. I love it over there. I think I would definitely always live in Brooklyn other than Manhattan, just because I don't know how everyone's just like together here.
Yeah.
And, like, I don't know. This is more like neighborly, more suburban area type of vibe.
Yeah, I moved here like 8 years ago, and I've never lived in the city, and I can't really like see myself like living there. I think it's fun when you're in the city and you like people can pop in and pop out of their house, but like overall, I'd like to I think I like Brooklyn a lot.
Yeah,
better,
for sure.
That's cool. Have you always been in the same crib or?
When I first moved here, I like lived with some like old lady. And she like looked like she was straight out of like the Blair Witch Project. And I was like actually terrified of living there. And there was like no lock on the door or anything. And it was like, so I like moved here in August. So it was super fucking humid and hot. There was no AC, and it was like this old apartment. And like,
where was this at?
This was like one stop before Coney Island. So I lived far as hell, first of all, which was crazy.
Oh shit. How did you even find this apartment?
I was Craigslist or some shit. Like, I found it up, like my mom was helping me find places, but I was like, hey mom, I found this place, this old lady. I'm just like, oh, okay, cool. And then she helped me get it. And then, that shit was, I was scared to live there, honestly. Damn. She freaked me out. There was like one bedroom, and I rented that room, and there was no other bedrooms. She like slept in like the living room or some shit.
So how long did you stay there for?
Dude, I stayed there for like a week.
Oh shit.
Yeah. I would like no, it's not even that. Like I was gonna stay just cause, I mean, even if I like was freaked out, I was gonna stay. I was just like, but no, the shower head in the bathroom would like come out, like it would sprout water everywhere.
Oh shit.
So it was hard not to get water everywhere. So I'm just like, fuck. And then I'm just like, there's water all over the floor now. And I'm just like, I guess I'll just leave it there. And like I did that like 3 times, and she just came up to it and she's like, I don't think this is gonna work out. And I'm like, cool. She's like, I'm gonna give you back your deposit, and we'll be on our way. And I'm like, perfect.
Damn. And then you moved to the spot that you're at now?
No.
Okay.
I was. All right, so my sister lives here. She's lived here.
Oh, she does?
Yeah, she's lived here for like 15 years. That's why I would visit a lot when I was a little kid.
Dope.
She lives in downtown Brooklyn right now, right on DeKalb. Right.
That's nice. You have family here.
Yeah, she's dope. She's cool. I would stay with her, but she has a studio, so I would just like chill on the floor, and that was like between her house and my homie Alan's house, and he stayed in Long Island, and I just we just shared a room for like 2-3, like about 2 months. And his family's lovely, he's lovely, they would bless it with food and just let me stay for free, and I'm like, thank you guys so much. So, but back and forth between my sisters in that place, and it was just like, that's
cool.
Kind of a lot.
Yeah, I mean, I think everybody when they come to NYC, they always have a shady starter apartment story.
I had no fucking plan. I'm like, fuck, like I was just getting depressed living where I was at. I'm just like, put my 2 weeks in, I don't later y'all, I'm out of here. And then no plan. I'm just like, I'll just stay with my sister if shit hits the fan, and it did. And I did stay with her, and then it was just weird. Girls need their privacy and whatnot. Yeah. So
she's like,
yes, like, when are you gonna get a job? I'm like, job? I'm like, I applied to like 3 places already. She's gonna watch this and like, I never applied to any jobs. Oh man. Yeah.
She's like, you're gonna go skate again?
She's like, yeah. She's,
But what about now? Does she see what you're doing now?
She's like, still no job? I'm like, nope. I'm like, COVID, I can't work. She's cool. She'll always be on me for a job, and like I want to get a job eventually, just like something chill part time.
But you got a job, you're gonna be a pro skater. For now.
I guess. Hopefully.
Keep doing what you're doing, I'm sure.
Yeah, no, things are cool. Yeah, I share my room with my homie. He like does all my tattoos. I met him in LA.
Okay.
And we share my room, and he's like never there. He's in LA right now for like 2 months.
Even better.
Exactly. So we're just like dirt cheap rent, and we share a room, and he gives me tattoos, so it's cool.
Nice. Where do you like skating more, in New York or in LA? Obviously, I would think you would say New York, but
Honestly, I can't stand LA. No, definitely here. But it makes me a lot more appreciative of skating in LA and just growing up skating perfect skate parks and just like, because I don't do half the shit I do like here for sure. It's so much harder here. Just like no skate park is perfect, you know, not every ledge grind. So definitely a lot more appreciative of where I started skating and very grateful for it. And, but I'm so stoked to be here. I love it being here.
And you're down with the gang Corp, right?
Oh man, that's a whole thing. Not anymore.
No?
No.
Oh, is that something you want to talk about or?
No, not really. But I mean, I can just say this is like, I can say this. Well, Naquan, you know, he started that. And he filmed all the videos, and then, you know, some drama happened, whatever. I'm not going to get too far into that, but now he's just doing his own thing, doing his own videos, and like...
He's not down with Gang Corp anymore either?
Yeah, and that... Well, it was kind of just like me... I don't want to say me coming here, but like, we would just film a lot. We were like... He's like my really good homie now, like we're great friends. And we just film a lot, you know? I feel like... I don't know, I just feel like we just skated like a ton and just like...
Kind of distance, it just naturally just distance yourself.
Yeah, it was just like, I don't know, just like people wouldn't like skate the spots I skated, or just like, I'd be like the only one like skating the set or whatever the case may be. And I was just like, oh, so like, he obviously wants to like be a filmer. So he wants to progress as a filmer and like film skaters that
he wants to film skaters that are motivated to skate and land tricks.
Exactly.
And get shit done.
And then I feel like just like, we started doing that a bunch and just like, then some drama happened, and it was just like, all right, he's like, fuck this, and he's just like doing his own thing now.
Oh, okay.
Came out with like 2 videos since then, and pre-roll, and I forgot the other name, which is weird because I'm in it, and I made the name.
It's like CWC or something.
Yeah, ACAB. That's so. I made the name and I forgot. All cops are bastards.
Oh, that's what it's called?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Isn't there one like Carl down with the Corp or something like that?
That's what Blair put for the transport, like.
Okay.
Like Carl with Corp.
Yeah.
But I like. Yeah,
is that the same video as ACAB?
No. That was. Yeah, when I first moved here, we were like, that was like all filmed like the first 2 months, and I was like, dude, let's put a part out, and it's like, fuck it, just put it like Game Corp part, whatever.
Yeah.
And, like, yeah.
That was the next question I was going to ask you, because like back in the days coming to New York as a skater, we've talked about it quite a few times on this show, is that it was hard to get down with like the local New York crew, like Mike Hernandez and those dudes. They were very So I was just wondering, like, I was going to ask how you got down with them, and like was it the same kind of vibe, like kind of hard to break through to the locals or not?
No.
Like, are they welcoming to like
yeah, I see what you mean. I knew people from LA, like my homie Alan that I stayed with out here, my homie Dougie. They're like mainly those two. They would all like Dougie and Alan were skating for Huff at the time.
Okay.
And I was on Huff. So they would come out and we would like got in the van and met them, like, oh, they were cool. It's like, yeah, if you ever come to New York, hit us up. And I came to New York, hit them up.
Sick.
And like, you know, they skate with 60 plus people, like damn near every day. Not that much, well, sometimes, but, and then I was just like, everyone's like super welcoming, loving, and just like, yeah, what's up? Like, everyone's cool. And then we just like met everyone and then forgot everyone's name the second after they told me.
That happens to everybody.
Yeah. I was like, oh shit. Yeah, you. Nice to see you again. How you been? And I'm like, fuck.
Yeah.
But no, it was cool. Everyone was super cool, loving, and just like super supportive.
That's what's up. In LA, have you hung out with Carol a lot?
No.
He's pretty fun.
No. I've hung out with Carol, I think once. I met him one time. It was for a weekdays.
Okay.
And that was like when I just got on, back in like 2017. And that's like kind of when I met like everyone at that time. It's just like And yeah, I met him once. He was super cool.
He's big into house music and all that shit.
Yeah,
A bunch of other freaky shit.
I text him sometimes, just like super random. I feel like me texting anyone is just random as fuck. He's like, "Oh yeah, you're Carl." I'm like, "Yeah, what's up?" And this is, I don't know. I just feel like it's weird, but it's super cool. He's so cool. Super nicest dude ever.
Yeah, he's
Love
the best.
Carl.
He's the best. He's fucking hilarious.
One of my favorite skaters.
And you ride for Brophy's company also, right?
Wayward Wheels, yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
I love Brophy too.
Love Brophy.
He's the best.
It
seems like you guys are pretty close.
We are. Like when I went at Toronto trip, we just like best friends after that.
Bro down. Huh?
Yeah, for sure. Like
I went on a trip with him back in the days when he rode for Cliche. We went on the Gypsy tour.
Okay.
So it was like this Cliche tour where it's like we had to sleep outside and then like
Sick.
we could only spend like 10 euros a day or something like that. It was pretty fun. That was the first time I ever met him, was like going on that trip. Because I just like happened to be in France and then they were like, come with us on this little tour. And I was like, all right. And then, yeah, me and Brof been friends ever since.
Yeah, I love Brophy.
Yeah, he's
love Brophy all my heart. I love it, dude. Just like I look forward to seeing his Instagram stories. Just like see how his kids are doing and what he's doing.
His life in Australia looks pretty damn fun.
Looks so sick. Yeah, he's always saying, he's like, yeah, you gotta come down. I'm like, dude, I'm definitely coming down as soon as I can.
That's what I was gonna ask you, if you haven't been out there yet?
No, the only place out of country I've been is, well, the first was Toronto. I went to Paris solo, dolo.
Oh, you went to Paris?
Yeah, by myself.
What were you doing? Were you skating? Shredding?
No, that's like, all right. So I hurt my knee in January. On Christmas Day, I hurt my knee. Like I just like smashed it on the ground. It was fucked up, like it was bad. And then I was just like, no, I can't skate. So I was just like, all right, well, I'm just gonna do something. I'm gonna go to Paris. I went to Paris. So I was just like chilling, didn't speak French, obviously. So I'm just like scared to like leave the Airbnb. I'm just like, because it's like everything's so different.
What time of the year was it that you were there?
This was the beginning of the year. So
was it like cold out there, or like was it winter time?
It was a little winter time, so it was like after January. So, yeah, in January probably. And
because it's a different vibe in the summer than the winter.
Yeah, it was the rainy days for sure. I got lucky because I was there for like a week or something and avoided all the rain, but that was cool to see everything out there. I did try to skate, and it kind of worked out. did little tricks, but my knee was still fucked up, so I couldn't do much. But
did you go to Le Dome?
Yeah, twice.
That's the shit. That's the spot.
Yeah, that spot's sick. Yeah, it's super fun. Everyone's cool.
Yeah, Paris is dope, man.
Yeah, fiending to go back.
Yeah. Hell yeah, me too. Fiending to go anywhere by this point.
Right? I feel that, for sure.
Seriously. So what are you working on now? Like, you got any projects? You guys doing like a chocolate video?
Chocolate video. That's what we're doing. That's what we're filming for.
When's that supposed to drop?
This year? It was supposed to be this year, but due to all the COVID and whatnot.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's still gonna happen this year. I mean, maybe. I don't know. Maybe beginning next year. But yeah, chocolate video, film for that. Stoked to do that.
Sick.
Hopefully we can get some more trips going. 'Cause that's what everyone really wants to do right now.
Yeah, and then feed off of each other's energy.
Yeah. Because we didn't do too much of it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I'm super stoked. I'm really excited to film for that. And just like all my footage is really just going for that. And I'm trying to like do my own like little Thrasher part because I didn't really like have when I got announced to the team, I didn't really like have like footage to go with it. And I just feel like I know a lot of skaters do that too, but like I feel like I just like I need footage to go out with this shit.
Yeah.
And I had footage in the Toronto edit, which was like and it was cool. It was sick. I was hyped on that.
Dope. Super dope.
But just in my head so I can just all right, just like be cool with like I don't know, just have something out and just like be content or not content, but like feel like I deserve it. So I just want to work on the Thrasher part as well or something, anything.
I'm looking forward to seeing it.
Shit, me too.
Who else are you riding for right now? You're on the Nike SB program?
Yeah, I'm on Sinclair. Get shoes from Sinclair. Nike, Brophy's Wayward Wheels,
Brophy.
Chocolate. Valsurf Skate Shop, LA.
Oh shit, Valsurf.
We've been holding it down since day one.
Dude,
Love them dudes.
A lot of fucking legends came through that place.
Love them dudes, dude.
That Valsurf created so many, like, a lot like Duran and Guy Mariano and all those dudes.
yeah, I fucking owe it all to them. They helped out when I was coming up with the boards, so I was super stoked on that.
I heard you're like art directing like a Black Lives Matter T-shirt that you're gonna.
So, I didn't hear about that.
It's my job here.
Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, I guess I am. Yeah, I am. Yeah, I thought it'd be cool to put it together. I hit up Smythe about it. Oh, that makes sense. Okay. Yeah. I'm like, there we go. That makes sense. Yeah. No, I thought it'd be cool to just like get involved with the chocolate and help them, or just like be cool to just donate to it, to the cause, you know.
So you guys are gonna do a tea, and then all the donations are gonna go to Black Lives Matter.
Yeah. Dope. For sure. And I'm getting my really good friend, Serena. She worked at About Surf with me, and she's brilliant with the art. So she's designing the tees, and you know, she sent me mock-ups already, sent them to Smythe, all of them over there, and they're pretty stoked on it. So we're getting that going.
When's that coming out?
Hopefully soon.
Yeah.
Hopefully in the next few weeks, 2 weeks.
Yeah.
So
I'm gonna pick one up for sure.
Hell yeah, for sure. Appreciate that. When Smythe hit me with the art director, I'm like, me, art director? I'm just like, what? I just thought I had an idea and pitched it. Like, it's a big title for. I feel like I'm just like, I don't know.
Yeah, art director. Everybody's an art director these days.
Right? Maybe you feel official, it's just gassing me up for no reason. Yeah. No, but I'm so stoked. I'm really hyped to contribute or try to contribute anything to the cause, you know. Black Matter. Hey
man, more power to you. Did you see those guys in Greenpoint? They held like a like stoop sale. All these kids these guys that work at Supreme and Palace.
Yeah, I did go there actually.
Dude, they raised like 40 grand.
Oh shit, that's crazy.
Dude, they sold all their gear, all their like old gear. The first weekend they raised like 15 grand, and then the next weekend they raised like 25 grand.
That's sick.
I'm like, damn, 40 grand. I might have to hold like 30 of this.
Bro, yeah.
Let me just donate this 10. But it was like all they raised it all between a group.
Seen that.
It was a collaborative
That was so
effort.
sick.
It's dope to see, people like you and people like them like coming out and really utilizing the resources that we have, like Instagram, to make those things happen, you know?
Yeah. No, I'm super stoked that I can help any way I can, promote, use my platform. As much as the least I can do, you know?
Exactly.
It's like, especially if I can't like donate tons of money. So it's like.
Well, I'm happy to use my platform to showcase your platform.
I appreciate it. It's all love, you know? Appreciate that.
So yeah, man, I'm really looking forward to just seeing everything that you put out, and I'm already a fan.
That.
So
thank you, bro. Appreciate that.
Man. I wish you much success, bro.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Before you go, I gotta ask you, who's your top 5 chocolate writers?
Top 5. Like present chocolate writers, or just like
of any time, all time.
Okay. I'm gonna have to say Keenan first, and then Kenny, Eldridge. Love Eldridge. Love Eldridge.
Yeah, he's the man.
SCV. Santa Clarita. Was that 3? Yeah, that's 3. I was always a big fan of Daniel Castillo.
Yeah, he's a man too.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Super sick. Super hyped on him. Like seeing his footage. That's 4.
Yeah.
Last one. Damn.
There's a lot of good ones.
Right?
Gino, maybe?
I'm gonna go with Gino.
I can tell you, but yeah, Gino's the man.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Sick, dude. Thanks for coming through, bro.
Thanks for having me.
I appreciate it.
Nah, for sure.